Sarah Rae, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. It is our first Awareness Thursday video in 2022. I am so excited. I wanted to do something a little bit different for our first video back. You guys know so much about me mentally, about my mental health, and physically about my physical health that I realized you guys really don't know much about me, Sarah Rae, the person. And I wanted to change that. So I wanted to make a video of a get to know me, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself. And I came across, actually oddly, of course I didn't turn off my phone. I came across a video weirdly suggested to me, and I think it's because I listened to Taylor Swift, but it's an Olivia Rodrigo video that it was a get to know her, and I don't know, something told me to watch it and I did. So I took some of the questions from that video and I added more to it, and so those are the questions that I'm going to do today, and I'm going to answer them and let you guys get to know me. So that's the whole premise of this video today. So I also wanted to tell you guys, I said it in the video yesterday, but I opened a P.O. box. I doubt anybody's gonna want to send a letter, but if you guys do want to, you guys can send whatever you want to. It'll be in the description box down below, along with my email and social medias. And if you guys ever want to email me anything, if you guys need to talk, you guys can always feel free to email me. I always forget to tell you guys that. So with that out of the way, let's jump into it. You know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications of when I upload, and let's get this discussion started. I was born in Syracuse, New York. We lived in Westmoreland at the time, which is more near Utica, New York. This is upstate New York, not the city. We moved around a lot when I was younger, so we lived in Wisconsin, which is where my mom's family is from. We lived here in North Carolina for a while, but the majority of my upbringing we lived in Rome, New York, which is where my dad lives now. I currently live in central North Carolina. My favorite places I've ever traveled, there's actually two. One of them is the Finger Lakes in New York. My sister lives there now, and it is beautiful. There's a lot of wineries there, so you have a lot of vineyards, and if you go at the end of summer, early autumn, they're in full bloom, so it's beautiful. Harvest season, and you got Oneida Lake in the background, and it's just gorgeous there. And the other place is Jacksonville, Florida, and I know that's probably a surprise, but it's not the like Jacksonville that is beautiful. It is the places I went that made it beautiful for me. That makes it a favorite place for me. I went to see Ronnie Van Zant's Memorial Park, his house, and his two gravestones. And I also got to get a tattoo in honor of him, done by a tattoo artist who tattoos his entire family, who did Johnny's memorial piece of Ronnie. So in honor of Ronnie, I should say. So it is very special to me. My favorite color is lime green, and my family heritage is Italian. My dad's side is Italian, from Sora, which is a little town outside Naples, so I'm Napolitante, and we're third generation here. But my mom's side of the family, I thought I'd tell you anyways, is German and French Canadian, but as some of you guys may know, you go by your dad's side, so I am Italian. My favorite thing to cook is, of course, I'm Italian, sauce. So text or call, it depends on the person, so either one. Pancakes or waffles, I am a waffles person. I love waffles. Work hard or play hard, I work hard. I'm actually a workaholic. I don't know, it gives me a purpose. Instagram or TikTok, you guys, YouTube. I have both, and I just kind of forget about them because I'm always so focused on YouTube. The best concert I ever went to is actually two. First one's seeing Leonard Skinner, of course, so that actually meant a lot to me, being that Ronnie Van Zant's one of my idols. So we were really close to the stage. They brought out Ronnie's hat, so to be able to see that hat, to see Gary Rosington, a original member of Lynyrd Skynyrd, meant a lot, and to see Johnny Van Zant, Ronnie's brother, it was just something so incredible and meant so much to me. The other one is seeing Garth Brooks for the first time. I remember everything about that, how I found out about it. I'll tell you a little story. I was driving home from work. I never listened to the radio, and for some reason that night I was, and it came on the radio, said Garth Brooks was coming to the Greensboro Coliseum, and like in the movies, I screamed at the top of my lungs. And when I got home, I grabbed my mom, showed her everything, and I go, "I'm buying us both tickets." She almost started crying because we've loved Garth my whole life. Like, I remember being 3 years old, sitting on the floor in front of the television watching this man perform live. I still have VHSs of his live performances. Like, we love Garth Brooks. So to buy those tickets, we had great seats, and to see him live was just something so. My favorite singer is Michael Jackson. My favorite band is Lynyrd Skynyrd. My favorite album is Michael Jackson's Invincible. My favorite guitar player is Alan Collins and Steve Clark. My favorite song is Call Me the Breeze. And I also thought I would tell you guys a few songs that have personal meanings to me. There is 4. One of them is Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses. I actually have it tattooed right here. That's what that tattoo is, if you guys ever seen it on my videos. Tolerate It by Taylor Swift. I actually have tattoo in corresponding with that song as well. Just Feel Better by Steven Tyler and Santana. That song always described exactly how I felt when I'm in a depressive state, and so it's always meant a lot to me. The other song is I'll Be by Reba McEntire, and that song has always been my mom and mine song, our song together. And I always said when I got married, that would be my mom and mine and my mom's song when we danced together. So the quarantine hobby I picked up is scrapbooking. You guys have seen my scrapbook in 2 videos, so I picked up scrapbooking. Who would I love to work with on YouTube? It would be Danielle Holland and Kendall Rae. They are true crime YouTubers, and ever since I decided to do true crime once a month, I always thought, oh, I'd love to work with them. They're the reasons I decided to do and add true crime to my channel, because I've always loved watching them. The funniest person I know is my brother. He is hilarious. He can make me laugh even when I am in the worst mood, depressive mood, whatever. He can always find a way to make me laugh. My least favorite thing to eat is peas. And who do I look up to the most? My parents, Ronnie Van Zant, and Michael Jackson. My favorite thing to eat is hamburger mac with onions. So you throw in macaroni and cheese, you chop up hamburger, throw that in, but you have to add chop up onions or it's nasty. The name of my first pet is Buddy. We had him when I was a baby. He was a golden retriever. My favorite karaoke song is Anything by Shania Twain. I love Shania Twain, so I'll sing anything by her. I remember this one event where I sung Honey, I'm Home. I was like 6 years old. The best advice I ever received was, the worst that can happen is they'll say no. And my dad told me it, and my mom has also told me that as well. I am currently binge watching absolutely nothing because I don't binge watch anything. But unless you count true crime videos, I watch them constantly. If I had a superpower, what would it be? It would be to learn any talent I desire in the blink of an eye. So like, I want to learn how to play guitar. It would be like touch the object and learn it immediately. That would be my superpower. If I wasn't disabled and doing YouTube, what would I be doing? I would hope I would still be doing YouTube at least, or being creative in some capacity. But I also would want to be a nurse in the ER or pediatrics. That was always my dream, was to be a nurse. My favorite book is Funhouse by Dean Koontz. I love that book. And my favorite author is Dean Koontz. Who is the person I would most like to meet? That's a lot of people, because it's tough because the people I would most likely want to meet, unfortunately, are no longer with us. But it would be Anthony Hopkins, it would be Joe Elliott, it would be Guns N' Roses, it would be Aerosmith, it would be Johnny Van Zant, it would be Garth Brooks, it would be Taylor Swift. I could go on, like, I don't know. The last movie to make me cry, honestly, I don't remember, but I can tell you the last true crime video that made me cry was I was watching the hostage happenings of the Lint Cafe in Australia, and that actually made me cry. My favorite poet is Robert Frost. My first poem I ever wrote is called Blue. I'll read it for you. It says, "Blue. Time comes and they go. The moon rises, the sun down low. The color in the world fades until it's me and you. Stars in our eyes every time like we're brand new. Lost in a daze until you showed me the way. Our hearts followed to a false god. I smiled to say, in a world full of pain, I love you. In a world full of sadness, I need you. 1 in a million. Let me see how beautiful, Blue." That was the first poem I ever wrote. What song am I currently obsessed with? That's actually 2 songs, and it's Haunted and Enchanted by Taylor Swift. My favorite actor is Anthony Hopkins. I love that man. And I have been and currently am working on watching everything that man has ever been in. I have been working on collecting all of his movies. I have a small little collection started on top of my shelf over there. But, you know, I can be unbiased and tell you the greatest actor to ever live is Tom Hanks. But to me, Anthony Hopkins is the best. My favorite TV show is Supernatural. Sadly, it's ended. But I also love Charmed, and I've watched the reboot, the new one, and it's not bad. I've watched it whenever it's on. My favorite movie is Frequency. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. My most cherished items are my vinyls, my necklace, and I have 2 childhood stuffies. I got one when I was 6 and the other one when I was 7. I used to take them everywhere, so they're really raggedy and old, and I love those things. They're on my bed in between 2 pillows. But very cherished items. I also have 2 memory boxes that have like a lot of memorabilias and like pictures and stuff in them, but I don't know, they technically are cherished items, but you know. My biggest influences in life, I'd have to say, are music, my parents, and my aunts and uncles in New York. They are very important to me. My aunt and my uncles, they just mean the world to me. They're not blood related, but to me they mean more to me than my blood related aunts and uncles. They treat me like their daughter, like they're everything to me. Anyways, my biggest musical inspirations, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Michael Jackson, Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses, Taylor Swift, Garth Brooks. I think that's it. I think that's good enough. My idols, I think I've made it clear. Ronnie Van Zant, Michael Jackson, and quite recently, in the past quite few years, like maybe the past like 7 years, has been Taylor Swift. In 2022, what am I most excited and looking forward to? I am looking forward to hitting 1K, growing and seeing my family, my dad in New York, so I really am missing my dad and my family in New York, so I can't wait to go see them. Getting more tattoos and continuing to see where my creativity goes. So I can't wait to see where my channel continues to grow to, my poetry grows to, and just where 2022 goes. And last but not least, my biggest obsession, candles, wax melts. You guys, I'm obsessed. And music. I think music as well. Alright, well that's it. I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I hope you guys are staying safe and well, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!